Sports earbuds from Sennheiser? Let's check them out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out these. Well, let me pull one out of the box for you. These are the Sennheiser Sport true wireless stereo earbuds, and they're pretty darn nice. Now, you will notice they are fairly big and fairly chunky, but once you put them in your ear, it doesn't actually matter. The reason for that is that they have some really great music reproduction capabilities, which is what you would expect from the company anyway. Now, they're powered by 7mm drivers, giving you 5 to 21,000 hertz frequency response. That's pretty darn good. Total harmonic distortion of less than 0.08%, and a sound pressure level of 110 decibels. They have really nice sound, and yeah, they get pretty darn loud if you want to crank the volume up. They also have 2 microphones, one on each, and so they do beamforming, so the voice is really good. We're going to demo that in just a minute. And it has what they call adaptable acoustics, which removes body noise. If you're going for a run and you have these in, you might find that you get a lot of your own breathing and such, so you can tweak that a little bit. And they also have 2 different types of ear tips. In fact, let me show you. Comes with a bunch of ear tips, and what you really want to do is look from the back, because the blue ones are more open ear, so they give you a little bit more of the environmental noise around you, which is important if you're a runner or if you're otherwise in an environment where you need to pay attention to what's around you in addition to your music. And then the ones with the black centers, and those are the ones that I have on there now, those actually are much more enclosing and much more like a noise canceling sort of system. And they also come with these little wings, and I'm not a huge fan of the wings. You can try different sizes. It comes with a pair already installed, and I've actually been using those. And the idea is that you put it in your ear, and then you sort of curve it forward, and it fits underneath the front edge of your ear, depending on your ear shape. We humans have a lot of different ear shapes, actually. But that's supposed to make sure that because they're sport, that they actually will stay in your ear better. So this one, for example, if I put it in, all I have to do is just move it forward just a little bit, and it's ready to go. And I can do the same with the right ear, and that's it. I'm ready to go, and you can see it's a flat surface, and of course it's a touch sensitive surface too, so there's a lot of different controls you can access. You can see a little cheat sheet here. It blocks the environmental noise pretty darn well. It's pretty isolating, so I'm going to take these out unless I'm listening. And IP54 water resistance, so you can wear these and be sweaty or have it rain or something and you're fine. Do not wear them swimming. They are not a good idea. Anyway, really no earbuds are good for swimming, in my opinion. Bluetooth 5.2, which is one of the latest and greatest versions of Bluetooth, so it's more efficient with power. It does a better job with the codecs. In fact, they support aptX, AAC, and SBC, so you got all the major systems covered there. And they have 9 hours of playback with the earbuds alone. And then you put them back in the case, you can get a couple more charges for a total of 27 hours of playback without having to charge. When you are ready to charge, there's a little cover on the back. You move it out of the way, and it's USB-C. So no big surprise. It includes a USB-C to USB-A charging cable. You'll also notice it includes a little lanyard so you can hold the case, which is nice. The case is a little bigger than I'm used to, but that's because the earbuds are a little bigger than I'm used to. So that's pretty much everything it comes with. It's a quick start guide for those 2 acoustic styles. And then there's a, 25,000 languages all at once instruction guide. I will say Bluetooth pairing is not exactly as they document. So when you're ready to Bluetooth pair, tap and hold both in your ears for a while. It's maybe 15 seconds or longer. And eventually, after hearing various different beeps and boops, you'll finally hear it say pairing. And then put them in the case, and then you can pair them. That's how it worked for me. Your mileage may vary, but that seems to be what I've seen other people's experience has been also, based on what other content I've looked at for people that have tried these earbuds out. Now, let's talk about the music and reproduction. But before we do that, it comes with an app, and I want to give you some live demos. So first off, let me get these in, and let me get this recording started. Let's see. So the first thing is we're going to need to go into the Sennheiser app, and I can do that by just doing that. And you'll see momentarily, it will see, there we go. I have to tap it. So it's connected to my earbuds, and now you can see it gives me a lot of control. So first off, that adaptable acoustics is for removing that sort of echo and reverb of your own body, which I'm experiencing now. And now it's actually significantly less. It's still weird because I'm still isolated because of the earbuds, but there's that. You can do connection management if you need to do that. And the equalizer, you can see I have mine set sort of as a upside down V curve there. You can do a custom preset, and there's also a sound check. So you can actually have it play different frequencies and then tune the playback for your actual hearing if you want. You can adjust the touch controls, or you can disable the touch controls entirely. That's not a bad strategy if you find that you're going to adjust them and you keep turning off the music or hanging up your phone call or something. But this also gives you another shortcut of how the different tap controls work. Probably the most important thing here that this does is this gives you access to the firmware, because it will show you that you need to actually update your firmware if it's out of date. So with that in mind, let's go to voice memos. And what you're hearing now is you're hearing my voice is picked up by the Sennheiser Sports True Wireless Stereo Earbuds. And you can hear it does a pretty decent job. You know, it's certainly enough that you can have a conversation while you're working out, or, you know, doing gardening, or just going for a walk around the neighborhood or something. Even doing chores, right? Maybe not vacuuming. That might be a little noisy. But otherwise, I think it does an entirely good job. So let me stop this recording. And it says call ended. And I'm going to stop this recording. And that's pretty much everything that I can tell you about these. I think that they have very good sound. In fact, I suppose we should talk a little bit about the sound reproduction, because my expectations of any device from Sennheiser are pretty high, and these deliver. They have really nice sound. I was actually listening to the soundtrack to the movie The Bourne Identity. Really good, fun music, and they sounded terrific. All the music, there was like this bass, there was a nice sound stage, a big presence, and I could turn them up pretty darn loud if I really wanted to isolate everything around me, to the point where I really just had to listen to the music because it was pretty loud. So there's really not much at all to say that's negative about these. I mean, I think perhaps they're a little on the large size. Again, my experience is once I put them in my ears, that just went away. It didn't really matter. But then, of course, it means the case is a bit bigger. But, you know, that's the trade-off. If you want to have better reproduction, and you want to have better battery life, and you want to have better connectivity and everything, then it needs a little bit more circuitry and a little bit more gear. And this needs a little bit more battery to give you that much more charge. So it's really everything I have. I am a big fan of these. I think Sennheiser has again come through with some really great audio. They're not necessarily the first to market with new technologies, because they take their time and figure out how to do it right. And this is a really great choice if you're looking for some sports earbuds, or you're just looking for earbuds that are going to give you lots of battery and lots of really good audio reproduction. So that's everything. I think they're definitely worth checking out. Now, we should also talk about the price. So before we get to the price, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button. Greatly appreciated. Let's phrase it that way. Cool. All right. Well, these are the Sennheiser Sport True Wireless Stereo Earbuds, and they are $149.99, currently discounted down to $106.14 at Amazon.com. You can also check out the Sennheiser website, but Amazon often has the best price for these sort of devices, so that's where I tend to go. And that's everything I got. I hope you found this to be informative and interesting, and I'll catch you in my next video.